One.
Hey, y'all, welcome to James. My name's Hunter, and I'm here with Randy and Jimmy.
Hey.
I don't know why Randy was doing that, but we're here to play some Groo.
Randy's just a weird guy.
Randy's a weird guy, but we're all weird today. We're all weird in general. We're going to be playing Groo here. We have the BackerKit pre-orders still open, and I figured they're closing in a few days, and probably not going to... I think they close on the 10th, I want to say. So this is pretty much your last stretch to get it. It's the last couple days you can get in on Groo. It will be available at retail if you miss out. If you're seeing this later on YouTube or something like that, and you're like, "Oh no, I missed out on Groo." Did I err? Yes, you did. But it will be available at retail later. But if you're back in, or if you support it on BackerKit now, if you pre-order it here, it'll be within that Kickstarter delivery window, so you'll get a little bit early. And I think the price may be a little bit different. I'm not actually sure what the final retail price is going to be, but just check out the pre-orders. We'll link it in the comments below. You can check that out. So we have played it a few times. We are playing with 3 players today, so it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to go through the rules again. We try to recap it every time, but it doesn't take super long here. One difference, normally you're trying to play till 7 points, but with 3 players, you're playing to 8 points. So we're going to be playing a little bit differently. Nothing crazy, though. The way you're scoring points in the game of Groo is with your town. You're building a town full of different buildings. These buildings are the yellow cards, and they have a point value up at the top there, right. Sorry, it's like mirrored on the screen with it. Like I'm trying to
up there, right here,
the red number,
right that one.
That one. That's how many points they're worth. Thank you. And then on the side here, it tells you what it takes to build them. We'll be rolling dice every round to get resources. One of the best mechanics of the game. I'll explain that in a sec. But these are the resources it takes to build. A few different cards have resources. You can have armies, which we'll use to defend our own towns and go after other people's towns.
And when we talk about the resources, they're copins or supply, which is the bag. Sack. It's like a burlap sack. And then labor is a little dude standing on the side.
We've got Groo cards, which take Groo heads to play. And Groo is obviously our titular Groo, based on the comic Groo, the Wanderer.
Although he is the hero, he's also the problem.
Yeah.
He's very well intentioned, but when he shows up, everything goes
sideways.
Yeah.
He causes problems, and he destroys buildings, he'll destroy armies, he'll do a lot of different things, and he's going to be moving around the table with this card. It'll start on one of us, and then kind of float around the table as we play. We've also got wild cards, which are kind of just, they don't cost any resources to play, and they generally can be played anytime, or they'll have a specific time.
They'll specify if they can't be played whenever.
They'll let you defend yourself. Actually, I think I won on that wild last time when Randy... Jimmy tried attacking me. And I was like, gotcha.
You at least stopped Jimmy.
I stopped Jimmy from winning. And you also have event cards. These are not like wilds. They don't stay in your hand. Essentially, it's as you draw them, they go off immediately. They have that
purple border, and when you draw them, you have to play it right.
Exactly.
Then. If there's any in your starting hand, we'll take them all back in, give you replacements, and then shuffle them back into the deck.
And I can't put them on this thing here, but let me put so here are the dice. There's 6 of these white dice, and then 1 of the black dice. And these are how you roll for resources on your turn. Whoever's the active player is going to roll all the dice. The black die tells you where Groo moves. Oh, okay. That's this camera over here. I don't know where we're at with that.
Just leave your hand there.
That's fine. It's fine. So Roberto stays in place. There's right and left 2. Those are going to just be count as right 1, left 1, which means because we're playing 3 players, that would just...
If we were playing with 5 or more, it would it matters at 4, and it matters a lot more at 5.
Exactly. The cool thing with the game is if I'm the active player, when I roll the dice, I get to use as many of the resources as I can to play cards like buildings, armies, stuff like that. And anything I don't use gets passed to my left, and then they can use to play stuff out of their hands, and then it keeps passing until there's no dice left. It's called the leftovers phase, and that's kind of the fun part. It's not drafting exactly, but it's kind of got that same aspect where everyone's doing something on any given turn,
right?
Or at least everyone's getting a chance to do something.
It is literally a leftovers thing.
Yeah.
How many points are we playing to?
8 points.
8 points. If it was a 4-player game, we'd be playing to 7.
7. Normally 4 and up is 7. I believe it goes to 6 in the game.
Classic game start question: how many cards in our hands?
5.
Goes up to 6 players.
Yep. And you start with 5 cards in your hand, and then pretty much you'll get to draw up at the end of your turn after you've played stuff, and you also have a chance to discard and draw at the beginning of your turn.
To Jimmy.
Here you go, Jimmy. Any purples, we send them back.
Yep.
I'm good on purples.
No purples.
None.
Wonderful. Jim, since you were the starting player, you can be our Groo starter, Randy.
Oh, sweet.
So there is a phase we're going to be skipping turn 1. It's the there is a discard phase. You can still discard draw up. And then there's the draw phase, but then attack phase we're not going to have because we don't have any armies in play is the thing. So no armies, so it means no attacking this first turn. But that is something that's important and something that kind of I feel like gets glossed over slightly in your first few games. People don't understand how important it is to attack. We learned over time how important it is.
Because when someone hands anyone a pile of dice, the first thing you want to do is roll it.
Yes.
And because you need to attack before you roll the dice, it often gets skipped. If you're ever playing a game and you do it, it's why it's happening. If I hand you this is the focus, and you want to roll, you want to do the game. Groo moves right, heads over to Jimmy.
Okay, Jimmy.
All right.
I have 3 supply, 2 Copens, and a labor. Yeah, let's put it out.
Make sure
here.
you're out a little bit.
So, supply and labor are actually the common. There's 2 of each of those on the die. Copens, there's only 1 on each die, and then the other side of the die has a Groo head. So let's get this going. I can do this. Oh yeah, I can do this. If I do that, I lose. No, I don't lose.
It's awfully order we lose.
Check it out. I'm going to use a Copen, a supply, and a labor to put out a Wizard's Keep. And a Wizard's Keep says...
Glare.
Glare. At the end of your turn, you may discard this card to take another turn.
Wow.
Great card.
Time Walk.
So these are gone.
Classic.
I'm also going to build a military stable with...
That's a good one, too.
A Copen and a supply. Add +1 attack to any 1 troop in your town. Yeah, phenomenal.
Cool.
And sadly, I can't use that last one. So the last supply will move on to Hunter.
So that gets passed, and I actually can use it. We're going to build a tavern. That's worth a point, and if I have any armies in my town, they got to attack. So that goes in my town.
All the resources are used up.
So nothing goes to Jimmy.
No, nothing
Womp
for you.
womp.
Second draw phase. Now I get to draw back up to 5 cards. May I have 2, please?
We're going to do one at a time.
One at a time, because if they trigger... Got it.
Cool. Beginning of my turn, I have a chance to discard and draw up, and I'm going to discard. I'm going to show some of the stuff I discard because I know people probably want someone to play this card, and I'm not going to be the one that does it. It is the Minstrel. We're just not doing it. Essentially it's an army with 0/0, but you can use it, and you'd have to rhyme the rest of the game essentially. And I'm going to discard the Sage. These are named characters, that's why I'm showing them off. Groo has like a few named characters. I'm actually going to toss this to Befuddled. I just don't... I need to build stuff. I need stuff in my hand to actually build, so I'm going to get rid of the Wilds for now. And draw up. Oh, event. Groo's Rampage.
Oh, no.
Play this card right now until the beginning of next turn. All Groo rolls are doubled. Well, I should have kept that wild card. 3, 4, and a 5. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, roll on the dice. Okay. Roferto means Groo stays where he's at. Roferto is the dog. Let's see what we got here. We got 2 supplies, 2 labor, and a Copen.
And 2 Groo heads.
And 2 Groo heads. Those are doubled, you're right. I'm gonna use a Groo head and play the Wanderer. We're gonna move him to Randy's town.
Hey, I like that.
I'm gonna use that extra Groo head, so I'll still be passing a Groo head there.
Yeah, I don't remember how that works.
Let's see.
This is
Unfortunately, I can only use this in certain combinations. I'm trying to figure out which one. I think I need to build buildings. Let's prioritize that. So I'm gonna take a Copens and a supply to play Town Hall.
When you roll the dice, add 1 Copen result. Extra Copens are not passed on. Pretty good.
Not bad.
There's a couple of those buildings.
And then I'm going to play a supply and labor for Arcadio.
Oh, he's named. Discard to cancel any effect caused by a building for 1 turn. Does not affect buildings that must be discarded for their effect.
Cool. And then I'm passing on those 2.
All right.
A labor and a Groo head.
Labor and a Groo head.
Where's that?
Just 1 Groo head, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will use the labor to build a residence. Just
Okay.
Start out by living somewhere.
So residences are cool. They actually, I think that's how Ben beat us with
Yeah.
those residences.
Well, by building things. Add 1 VP if another residence is in your town. And we haven't talked about how combat works really, but when it happens, we'll show it.
So you have a group head.
I have a Groo head.
You
Not
do.
today.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Drawing up this. So this Groo's Rampage lasts until
Start of your next.
my next turn. So 1, 2, 3.
A little bit of bookkeeping there, but
Go ahead.
fine. Jimmy, I'm slinging him.
All right. So Paul gets a rousing account of our last game where I got completely trounced.
Yeah.
And says,
Do that again, Paul.
No, his money's on me this time. He says.
No. You got your money on the
I
wrong
don't know if
guy.
I'd even put a third of my money on you.
He didn't say all his money was on me. but
Based
it would
on
be- I would not
previous
advise-
experience, I
advise.
disagree.
I mean, like a third of the bet for who's going to win.
Well, I do not have an army, so we're just going to go ahead and roll.
Hey, what's it?
Oh, wait, I can discard. I can discard and draw cards first.
Oh, I got it. He's got to attack too. He's going to the tavern. Arcadio ain't hanging
We're
out.
going to draw up to 5.
He seems like that kind of
Then
guy.
we'll go ahead.
He does. Left, so it goes to
To my left,
me.
he heads right over there.
Groo's hanging out with Arcadio.
All right, then we have 2 supplies, 2 copans, a labor, and 2 crew heads.
That's real
That's a
money right
good
there.
roll.
It's a good.
Nice mix of
Balanced
stuff.
I think we will start by using the labor and the copan to make a city wall.
Oh, nice.
The city wall says when you roll the dice, add 1 labor result. Extra labor is not passed on. Look at this stuff just happening. Is that wall or well?
Well, city well.
Oh,
Well, you know.
I was wondering. I've never heard of the city walls. Like, what?
I think it is actually in there.
Is
as
it
well.
really?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a city wall too. Right?
It does better if you have
Oh,
the cavalry.
push yours forward about 1 card length.
There you
That's
go.
good.
Perfecto.
Got it. He's in your army. No.
And Roferto is the dog.
It's almost like this comic is Italian. Wait, is it? It's Spanish. It's Spanish.
Uh,
I think it's.
I don't
I
know.
think Sergio's Argonis is Spanish. I might be wrong. It might be Italian. I'm sorry, Sergio.
Hey, I guess we could have our fact checker look it up.
I'll use
I actually did look this
One
up, and I
supply.
think
to make the
Brandon, look
broken
it up.
coverage.
So I'm
I
correct.
wanna
I think he's Spanish.
Please, Brandon.
I think he's
like,
Spanish.
not like
No.
I can't Google stuff. And
remove 1 supply result when you roll the dice.
I'm doing it.
Oh, the broken drawbridge. Now we got to remember
Like
that.
90%.
Yeah. Well, it's going to sit in front of me here. So
Yeah, I had it last game. It's easy to forget. Again, you roll it and you go, oh.
Spanish. Mexican. Spanish Mexican. Sorry.
and then let's see. It's the broken drawbridge, the city well, the residence, and
it does appear to be working.
Are we back on?
Due to technical difficulties.
hey, there we go.
Are we back? Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys.
Yep.
Sorry about that, folks.
Not
Something
sure
happened.
what
We got
happened.
disconnected.
Just lost
So
connection
If you're
there.
wondering what happened in between there, I won the game.
That is
And
not.
That
then
is not what happened.
we had to start again, and we got all the way to this spot.
We got to a mirror image of what our.
It looks a lot like the other one, but I am up 1 point. For
No, but
anyone
I'm up
keeping,
8.
for anyone keeping track, I have finally won one.
He has played.
I
this.
played a cavalry. Troops, it's just simple cavalry. Leaves 3 copans and 2 Groo heads. Just exactly what I want to send out to the world. Here you go. 3 copans, 2 Groo
Oddly
heads.
enough, I can't use the copans. I am going to use the Groo head
I don't like it.
for minor problem. Groo destroys 1 building in his current location.
Play this card
Oh my
immediately after a Groo effect card
Oh,
is played.
no.
Groo affects the player that card of the card instead of the intended
Oh.
target. Hey,
You know what?
he's going to your house.
We'll get rid of the tavern then, because I don't want to.
Groo destroys 1 building at his current location. Hey, well, thank you, Hunter.
Okay, Jimmy. Here's 3 copans.
3 copans and nothing else.
Tell me you have the building.
It's a
3
problem.
copan building. Tell
I
me you
wish.
got it.
wish
Everything I
had
has
the
takes
copan
copans
building.
and something else.
Oh,
Yeah.
if I couldn't spend them, spending this something.
Wow, we are wasting 3
Yay!
copans. Are you kidding me?
I even went looking for them. All right, give me 2 cards here that
Okay.
I'm sure will have multiple copans on them. 1,
It's both of them that take the ring.
2.
It's
Well,
just
I
two,
could have
right?
used 3 copans. I just needed some of the stuff.
So I'm gonna discard. I'm gonna get rid of a pikeman, and I'm gonna draw 3. 1. It's a 3 copans card. Oh, we're gonna attack Jimmy with the bowman. So I'm gonna have to sit this out. The bowman is going to go away because I'm using it in an attack.
So, chat, the way combat works. Let's look at these 2 cards here. Tip them up.
These are not involved in.
These are not what's in the combat right now.
But if they were.
But you'll see that they have an attack number and a defense number. When it is time to attack, if you choose any troops to attack, you can choose 0, 1, however many troops you send out. You choose someone for them to attack. Their attack number is what you care about. And you'll say, I'm going to your village, Jimmy. If Jimmy had anyone to defend, he will only look at their defense numbers.
And he doesn't have to defend with them, but if he
doesn't
chooses
have
to defend
If
with
he chooses
any amount
to,
of them,
he then you compare the attack value, the sum of the attack, the sum of the defense, whatever the difference is, that is how many points worth of buildings the defender loses.
Yep.
And it's printed points. So like the lighthouse is worth 2 VP if a certain condition happens. It doesn't care. It's only valued at 1 VP when the attack goes down.
I want to attack Rainey because he does have an army defending his place, but he only has 3 points. And 4 points with 4 points in this game, and the fact that one of them is a residence means the Jimmy's in like weird striking distance. Like if he got like somehow super lucky, I'm attacking him.
You would only need
For
1
2.
residence and another card.
Yeah, so I'm attacking for 2.
All right. Well, that means I can either lose my city wall and my residence, or the broken drawbridge.
I feel like
Also takes things out of the pool. So we're gonna go ahead and let you further break that drawbridge the rest of the way.
drawbridge gone. So now I roll.
And any troops involved in the combat go away whether no
any
matter what the
attack or
numbers are.
defense, they get used up.
So Roberto stays where he's at.
What?
We got we got the even split: 2 copins, 2 supplies, and 2 labor. My town hall, when I roll the dice, I had 1 extra copin results. So
That copen does not get passed on.
it does not. It doesn't have to be because I'm going to build a castle. The thing I
You
just
found
screwed.
it! Hey! That
We had it
doesn't make
earlier.
any-
I know.
When you roll the dice, triple all copen results.
Yes.
Extra copens are not passed on. That's what I really needed you to have.
Indeed. So I added copins and then I triple the results. So this added one doesn't triple.
Right, it's not a result.
Exactly. I'm going to spend
That's how we're playing it
labor
anyway. It's true you can
for
argue.
footmen to defend that town, that castle. I'm going to spend a labor and a supply for a cavalry
Nice.
to help maybe defend or attack that castle with the castle. And I'm going to spend that last supply just to use it all up for a lumberyard.
Nice.
Cool. So no dice get passed
No
in the leftover
dice.
space. Jimmy, thanks all, man.
So you're at 4 points?
Yes.
Okay, you're at 4, I'm at 3, Jimmy's at 2.
Yep. And I don't have the marketplace. I'm not. The lead is a strong word.
4. And you have an army which you have to attack.
And the lead is a
No, I
strong
don't
word.
have to
Also an
attack.
accurate
Well,
word.
correct.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to attack with it anymore. My tavern's
you haven't
dead.
gone?
That's what I blew up with Groo earlier.
Got it.
So no, I just add a copin and then triple copins, and then I add a VP if I get a marketplace.
Is there anything left, or did you use it all?
I used all of it.
Selfish.
Every single die. And I drew up the end of turn, no events, so it's Jimmy's turn.
All right. Is there anything I want to get rid of? Yeah.
These guys,
I think,
they're saying lots of
he's kind of expensive. So
crazy
like,
words
yeah.
out here, like in the lead or has an army or whatever. I feel like there's a lot of accusations being thrown around.
You're correct.
All right.
And they are accurate. Like a lot of true things happening.
I don't know if that's
Kind of weird.
I still have an army, so we're going right into construction.
Love it.
it's like you don't start. What's with you not starting with
Groo goes to the left by 1.
Uh oh.
I like that.
I don't.
No, it says left 2, but
But we're using it-
right. Game, so that it is single.
Yeah, they just changed.
They've got to, for different numbers of players, they treat the left twos
Yep.
differently.
Right. And because I have the city well, I do have an extra labor here.
See, he's cheating.
I would
He's
lose those
giving his-
supplies if I still had my drawbridge.
He's giving us.
I gotta-
See, I did you a favor.
I gotta assume if you're spending stuff, you spend the extra stuff first.
yeah.
And sometimes it tells you the extras.
It may
you don't-
not say it in the rules.
Well, it doesn't always. It says
So we'll spend the
extras
extra one.
aren't passed on. So
Because they're not passed on, but if you're spending copins or
Like
you're
if I'm
spending labor,
if there's 3 here, if I spend 1, I spend. Well, I'm spending this die.
I can tell. I can. So here's my interpretation. I can tell you how I would play it. I can tell you also how Steve has played it with us.
I know.
And how Steve interprets
I don't
that
believe the
role.
rules say it though.
It
Well, I
does
used
not.
the one to play the butcher out.
All right.
Okay, Butcher is... This is the one that's the Butcher, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker?
Yeah, he's worth one unless the other two are
Yeah,
one.
Right.
there you go. I love the art. I love the fact that we're able to actually use real Groo art.
We
which
will
is so cool.
use a Copen and a supply
Mm-hmm.
to hire Toronto.
Uh-oh.
Not the city.
Straight from Canada.
No relation.
Toronto, not
Not affected by wild cards.
Strong stat line, 2-2. That's
2-2.
not everything in the game
defender.
has...
Speaking of wild cards, we'll play Groo's Revenge.
Oh,
What does that do? Wait a second.
what does it do? I would have just read that to everyone.
Hunter was
Discard at
secretly
any
know.
time it is your turn to build
I feel something
to
bad's
gain
happening
2
to
group
me.
heads. So there are now 2 group heads.
and I'm going to use those 2 Groo heads.
Whatever for.
You need help?
No, I don't. You're destroys 3 buildings at its current location.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy.
Those buildings,
Revenge
Jimmy-
will be sweet.
those buildings were expensive.
And also really good.
And yours.
Really good, yeah. Really good buildings.
Okay.
So we are going to pass on these 2 supplies and 2 labor.
2 supplies and 2 labor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's.
Jimmy. Mhm.
Uh-huh. I see it. I
Right.
see it.
Jimmy.
So
Absolutely.
looking back over chat, Pixie asked if they had no concurred. We did have concurred. There was no concrud, but we got some
Cheese curds?
We got some cheese curds one night.
Did you really get cheese curds?
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right.
Culvers.
Jimmy, it is
No, we
your
were at,
turn, right?
Yard house.
Oh,
This is your role, right?
yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna build a residence
Oh,
with one of these,
Jimmy.
and a residence with the other one
Oh,
of these.
no, Jimmy. What have
So
you
there are
done?
2 supply left for you, Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am 1 point.
I'm
away.
aware. I'm really aware.
Just wanted chat to have a chance here.
on. And 2 supplies. I needed some
Two
of those
supply for you.
guys.
No. Wait, you don't need those.
I got nothing. So yeah, Jimmy.
Darren says, Hunter, we can tell you're well versed in Groo lore with your use of Groo in jokes. You have been roughing them. You're done with those?
Yeah, I don't have anything to
Well,
use.
then I need to draw back up to 5.
And you need to draw some hate cards, some mean cards, something that hurts
Groo is
Randy.
dead? Play this card right now. Each player must play all destructive Groo effect cards in their hand immediately on their own town.
Got none.
I do not have any.
Well, that's just me then. Remove
Yeah.
all troop cards requiring Copens at Groo's current location.
Oh no!
My only troop goes away.
Jimmy, draw some more Groo hate cards, please.
All right. 2,
Oh my god.
I mean, they're in there. It could happen.
3.
so he just has to roll exactly.
Well, that's the worst one, though, usually.
Yeah.
4 and 5. Okay.
Oh boy.
That is it for me.
Hey,
Okay.
you get to attack.
No, we need. Oh, I do. I won't be doing that.
Yeah.
I think this is the win or lose portion. So I'm throwing away 2 cards to draw 4. 1, 2,
Maybe if he draws Groo hate cards,
3.
then he does that event.
4.
It's the same thing.
Event. Play this card right now. Each player must discard 1 building or troop card from their hand or in play that requires Copens.
I don't.
Oh, no.
Or troop card, I can discard that.
My dragon.
Lose palindrome.
I'm throwing these up because these are actually named characters. Kind of. There's the dragon is not named, but it's in.
It might as well
But it's
be.
a dragon.
I had Gruella, which cancels Groo cards. Would have been great.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Sadly, that means I still have to draw up to 5, and I only have 3. So I need 4,
You keep drawing.
5. Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Now do I want to attack? No.
2 more.
2 more. I might need those. All right, that's a lot of stuff.
That's too much stuff.
Ruferto says he stays right where he is.
Okay. Sick.
So
I told you
we're
the residences, man.
we're gonna go ahead
Well,
and
he was
use.
hiding both of them. So
I drew both of them. We're gonna use a Copen and a supply to build a military stable, which does bring me up to 8.
So you are currently winning. If you could make it this entire turn cycle, which is just us going.
And then we are going to use a supply and a labor to build a cavalry.
Yeah,
And I'm going to use a referto to move Groo to any town and move him to Randy's town.
How are you using?
it's a wall
Use a
card.
wild card. Just in case that Groo head is going to get used somewhere else, make sure that it happens there if it happens.
Then I have to pass those two.
I have to pass them to.
Have to pass them to me.
You have it?
I'm going to play with friends like these. Remove all building cards requiring tokens that Groo's currently.
Wah wah.
King! Yes!
You can use the.
Nothing I can use on those.
I can't use the trip either.
Nothing I could use on those.
Wow, that was 4
Yeah,
buildings.
there was nothing.
It was a rich little town.
To be
over there.
fair, still has 2 residents.
He still has
He's
4 points. Still
technically in the
halfway.
lead.
He's still halfway there.
He's in the
That's my turn.
lead. Okay.
You.
Well, Randy,
Oh, I draw 2 more cards.
you do. See. Wow.
1,
Wow.
2. I almost got to win a second one today,
So
and
I'm discarding, or you got a second one. I'm throwing it out there because it's a character.
I believe
You know, when you were like draw the evil Groo card,
And then you drew
the
it.
deck listened to you.
I needed the Groo card
We are
that would let
going-
it do something else, and I didn't.
Randy, this is to soften up the army for later. I can't let you build up too big of an army. I'm sending a cavalry against you.
You're sending a
Let's do
cavalry
the overhead because
against-
I'm walking the cavalry over. No, overhead, not the side. No. There we go. Yeah. Except Groo. I don't attack Groo. Groo's cool.
I only use them both.
Really? Just blocking it all.
Well, yeah, 1 residence.
Oh, it's 1 point. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Just need to side. It just can't let you put up a wall.
Well, I wanted an actual like troops with defense instead of troops with offense.
Well, we had that issue with Ben. He had that, or was it you? I can't remember. In the last time we played, someone had a wall of dudes, and at the end we just were all sitting there like,
We couldn't do it.
"Oh yeah, we can't do anything about that. That's just too many dudes."
right. You have to throughout the game. You have to.
You just have
kinda
to
do
poke the bear a little bit, you
it.
know.
Right.
Let's see. But don't worry. We only got 2 Groo heads. Only 2. We got Copins, 2 Duders, and a supply. Let's see what we got here. What can we build? Do that, and I can do a combination, but not the right combination. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna spend. Man, this is sure. I need to try to build as much as I can. I'm gonna build 1. Well, I can do it this way. I'll spend the Copins and the dude to build a footman.
Attack and 2 defense.
Yep, and I'll spend the
pikeman, by the way. not
pikeman,
footman.
sorry, and a dude to build the school of arms.
Adds 1 defense to any 1 troop card in your town. That would have been nice. I
Yeah.
could. Getting more efficiency.
2 Groo heads. Jimmy, you want to use those on yourself?
Do not want to use those on myself.
2 Groo heads. What a deal!
Oh no.
Groo destroys 3 buildings at the current locations. How does it feel, Jimmy?
This is an evil game. This game, okay, that was good. So yeah, that's we've used all the Groo heads.
Back to turn 1. Oh,
I will draw up because
Yep.
I'm not involved in all that.
you did it once
Oh, you
already.
did. You
I did, yes.
Somebody did it to you. Somebody did it to me.
I'm aware.
All right. Well, we will draw some cards.
Jimmy got sent back to the Stone Age.
4, 5. And since we have absolutely nothing, we'll roll. Groo stays
Fair
here.
That's where he needs to be. He's like, this place is empty. I like it.
And we have 3 labor, 2 supplies, and 1 coping.
Got to build something, right?
I gotta build something. We will build. Spend 1 supply to build an inn. And
When you roll the dice, you may discard immediately to re-roll them. I don't know how I feel about those guys.
one
Sometimes you need
supply to build the guard tower.
What's that? Have you seen this +1 defense?
Yeah.
Plus 1 defense to 1 troop. If I had any of those.
Yes.
And then we will pass the 3 labor
Well, it's just
and
better
1
than my
Copen
School of Arms.
onto
3 labor and a Copen. What a
Why is it better
deal!
than my School of Arms? It's just straight up better.
because your School of Arms is training soldiers. The guard tower is a little harder to get through.
I'm gonna spend this labor to make a footman. He's
They do
just a
the
regular
exact same
one.
thing. You're just cost of supply. Mine costs 2 in the supply.
The guard tower doesn't. It's
2 labor and a Copen to you, Hunter. Rebuild.
I am. I'm gonna build two dudes to build a marketplace.
Pretty good. When you roll the dice, you may change 2 identical results into any one different result of your choice.
Pretty much trade in 2 for 1, which is kind of nice. Also denies you guys dice potentially.
Yeah, read it again. I read something.
When you roll the dice, you may change 2 identical results into one different result of your choice.
That's what I thought it said.
That's pretty good.
When I read through, my mind blipped.
Okay, that's it. Rainey or Jimmy. I'm sorry.
All right, so I will draw 2 cards.
Cool.
There we go.
Uh-oh. What does that mean? What does that mean?
There we go.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't like the way you said that.
I'd like to discard this card.
Okay. Getting rid of famine.
May I have 3 cards, please? One. It's an event. Play this card right now until the beginning of your next turn. All Groo heads rolled are doubled.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Roll 'em.
I could attack, you say?
Oh, you can attack. I'm sorry. Don't do what I said before. I have +1 defense. I can actually just bounce you, I think.
Yeah, you could. Here's what it happens,
They
though.
still both
They
die.
still both die.
Yeah, I forgot.
Um,
That's actually fair. You're in that precarious spot where you're like, do I defend myself or stop the build?
I don't know if I can. Now, we'll just not.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
here we. Have I rolled?
You've not.
Let's roll. Move Groo to the left. Hold on. Cheese dip. Play
Oh,
just after the
classic.
dice are rolled. You determine Groo's new location. Why don't we go to Hunter with that
I
one?
don't like that.
Ignore
classic.
the Groo movement die this turn. We're gonna ignore that die. 4 labor, 2 supply.
A lot of labor.
4 labor, 2 supply.
No Copens, though.
No cope.
You slide those up a little bit.
Can I? I can. Labor and a supply. We're gonna make a cavalry. Three supply and a labor, or 3 labor and a supply go to you.
You know what? We're just going to use all of it.
That'd be nice.
It is. I'm going to... Jimmy said those to me.
Yeah, that's what happens.
We're going to build a footman.
That's
With,
a guy.
That. We're going to build a baker with the other one. And we're going to build another School of Arms.
It's a lot of defense.
Jimmy.
Thanks, Hunter.
I get to draw 2 cards. 1,
Tell Randy to stop
That's
rolling stuff
one.
that I can use.
2. That's 2. I don't need any more.
2, okay. Okay. I guess I draw up to... And we're doubling Groo heads, or what is it now?
Yep, grids are currently double.
Okay, cool. Not this
End of Randy's next turn. Start of your next turn, end of your next turn.
Start.
Start of your next turn.
Okay.
What's your plan here, Hunter? Are you gonna attack with this?
Oh, good
one?
point, yeah. I should probably send 1 over to you.
You're sending 1?
Just a dude, just to make you...
What's he worth?
Just 1/1.
Yeah, footman on footman.
Cool.
Those his things.
I just need a chip. I don't need to... I'm not trying to... You only have 2 points right now, 4 points right now. That's actually a lot of points. Whatever. Shut up.
Many points do you have, Hunter?
Yeah,
A lot of points.
sure. There's a decent amount of points. Roberto, I wish you weren't. We're doubling Groo heads nowadays.
2 Groo
huh?
heads.
That's a lot of Groo heads. And I could trade in 2 of one to get 1 of another.
Pretty good card.
It's not bad. I'm gonna play a town in need with the Groo heads. Move Groo to any town and destroy a building of my choice.
Let me see.
Any wild card there, Randy? As Groo somersaults towards your town to help out.
I don't think it works because yours is gonna go off. You like
It's just going. It's just happening.
there's nothing I can. Yeah.
Okay.
You use them both?
I'm just using take one.
Which one?
I want that one, the one you touched. So we're gonna spend a Copens to build a stable,
Those are
which
gone.
is when you can discard and make a second attack. Yep.
That's gone.
I'm gonna spend a Copens and a dude to build that. Pikeman. I'm gonna pay a supply to build a boatman.
A lot of dudes.
Jimmy, you get a supply.
I get a supply. You know what I can do with supply?
Oh, no.
Absolutely nothing.
That's right. You wanted dice.
What supply do you need?
One supply to me.
So I didn't want to jinx this earlier because we haven't seen it, but that event card that passes your hand to the right, we haven't seen. Normally we've seen it like twice by now,
Right.
but I know we're gonna draw it now.
Well, it's that we've gone.
I know
through
we've gone through so much of the deck. I'm at 5 points currently.
So it's my turn. I'm
I gotta
throwing
draw.
away
I gotta
3.
It's not your turn.
That's not your turn.
It's Jimmy's turn,
It's gonna be my turn.
and it's not even close.
Why are
to
you
your-
passing me stuff?
Because
No.
no, just one die got to you. It was this one. You just happened to be taking die from me.
Do you want any of that?
You
No,
want
I
the
want
fly?
not these cards.
Okay, I'm gonna draw up 1,
Where is it?
2, 3. Oh, okay, we're good.
I forgot Jimmy was in this game.
He's got more points than you right now.
I know because
I'm just saying.
somebody. I did wreck him down.
First off, I'm going to discard a shipyard.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to discard a shipyard.
Okay. Don't discard that shipyard,
Then
please.
I'm going to discard a shipyard.
Are you serious?
That's like
Wow.
3
game
cards?
win almost. If you
Or
can
do you
roll
want to
it.
discard anything else?
No, good.
Can you just put all 3 down?
He would need a lot of coping.
It's a lot of
It's gonna be so funny when he rolls
It's-
exactly 3 Copens to 3 supplies.
But also, all that it takes to get rid of a shipyard is Groo to show up.
But that's what I'm saying. If you rolled 3 Copens and 3 supplies,
All in all,
we
6
couldn't
dice.
spend any Groo
Right.
heads. It would be, oh, please. Oh, man.
Well, we'd have to manufacture the Groo heads to spend them.
If there's
And suddenly there's a video jump, and I've rolled 3.
I want to see it. Just do it. Just roll.
The sound, video, all of it just.
Okay. You can't attack.
Everybody just do a quick.
Yeah, I'll just
When this goes on YouTube, he'll have rolled the correct thing. Oh man, when I saw 3 Copens, I was like,
It was
Too late.
It was actually halfway there. All right. So what do I have now that I can work with?
that would be.
Oh wait, Groo goes left.
Oh yeah,
To the left.
I like that.
I'm not a fan of that.
All right. Well, I can. I got 2 labor there. We can use one of those labor to build the candlestick maker.
Well, I have the baker. Do you want to maybe do a provisional trade of some
I
sort?
don't
We
think
can
we can do that.
do some first round draft pick swaps, players to be named later.
Right.
Like the.
No,
Oh, wait, I
we
think
use
the other guy's dead. I think
the other
I-
labor to play the witch doctor.
That's 2 points.
When you roll the dice, remove 1 labor result.
So you're now at 5. Okay.
I'm at 1 with an asterisk.
Yeah, 1.
With
100's at a lot of
5,
army
we're
over
at the
there.
exact same amount.
Yeah.
Stop it. Don't you dare.
And there's 1 Groo head. Technically 2 Groo heads.
Yeah, because they're double until the start of
Yeah.
Randy's turn.
Well, I can use one of those.
Okay.
Reputation. Remove all building cards requiring labor at Groo's current location.
Are you kidding me? Okay. All right. Cool. I've got 1 point.
All right, Randy, you get 3 Copens and a Groo head.
It's about to be a
Let's spend that Groo head.
It's gonna be yes.
Groo destroys 1 building at his current location.
Oh, see, mine was injury. That was the insult.
Okay.
3 Copens, you say?
You think it's funny, huh?
I do find it amusing. 3 Copens to you, Hunter.
3 Copens, go to nowhere to go. Okay, that's it.
I will draw cards. 1 or 3, 4, and
This is literally
Groo's
the most.
confusion. Play this card right now. Each player must pass their hand to the right. You ask
Oh.
Hunter, so shall you receive.
You can have that.
There's some fun stuff happening in that hand.
Yeah.
4. So I'll draw a 5th card.
There's a lot of interesting
Groo's
stuff.
confusion. That's well, we've all seen my hand now.
Whoa! What
Yeah.
the heck?
Not a lot I could do with that. It was the hand I didn't want Hunter to have.
There are
Did shuffle,
5.
right?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just
Oh,
pre-shuffle that.
We're about to get through the deck.
all right, that is the end of my turn now. So, Randy, it is now your turn.
Cruiser Rampage, Leafs play. Okay, I
did not
have
have the pass the cards card. Well, apparently the deck had them in
They were waiting.
succession.
Yeah, because those are events we can't hold on to them. They just kind of happened to us.
Yep.
I just knew they were had to be in there.
really. No, roll this card.
We're gonna ignore the whatever you roll for the repair tone.
You wait till after I roll.
I know, but I'm doing it. Wow,
Moves to the left, stays there. Oh, wait, no. If
it's
You
after
don't-
you roll.
right, but it.
Ignore the group.
Oh, you
yeah,
move it
and then I
first.
move,
Can I
yeah,
get that?
determine
Those
the
heads
location. Yeah, you get your head.
I get 3 Groo heads.
Oh, I
a
know it.
supply,
Wait a second.
and 2
Did
labor.
that hand, though, the hand ended up in the other place, in the bad place.
We're gonna spend a labor and a supply to build a school of arms. We're gonna spend a labor to build Captain Ahax.
Yes.
Add 2 to both attack and defense if your town has a shipyard.
No shipyard though.
No, he's. Is it just his?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a 0-0. So,
There's 3 Groo heads going to you.
Okay. 3 group that's going to Jimmy, and I know what his hand is like.
there's so much Groo I've never read, but it's good that I can jump in anywhere and not feel lost in the story.
Unlike Groo himself.
3 Groo heads going to me.
Your
Groo
hand
is-
should be Groo heavy.
Yeah, but Groo is here.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do this. I know what card you have. You should do it.
And this is Randy's roll, so if I don't use them, they're gone.
Sure.
Yep.
Then I am going to go ahead and just let those
You let those gone? Okay.
recruit somewhere else. I would consider
Let's
other
see.
actions.
May I have
Yeah, I know. That's
3
why.
cards
Boy.
one at a time, please, to draw my hand back up. 1, 2,
Please pass the hand.
3. Those are 3 cards. It's gonna be tough to find a shipyard when I know that all
Okay.
3 of them are right on top of each other in here.
Yep.
We'll discard these 2. And
I'm gonna go ahead and mix those 2.
3, 4.
A
Interesting.
little bit of
I'm surprised that you passed those Groo heads to me, Hunter, because I know
I had
that
nothing. I had one thing to use,
another hand I passed you was red.
but then it passed again. Remember, we passed
Oh,
twice.
right.
Yeah.
I know where it's at.
Got it.
Rolling. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Attacks. I'm gonna send the bowman over here because there's no reason not to.
For 2,
Yeah.
we'll lose the witch doctor.
Yeah, I got it figured. Bowman can't defend anyways. Okay. 3 Copans, a Groo head, a supply, and a dude. Oh, and this guy's moving left. So
Groo goes over to Randy's.
Groo's in Randy's home.
At least I wasn't kept in suspense. Yeah, it's about as soon as you said that, we found those
I'll
cards.
spend 2 Copans for the bank. I'm gonna spend a Copans and a supply for a shipyard. And I'm gonna spend
found a
a
shipyard.
Groo head to remove all troop cards requiring supplies at the current location. So just 1.
Gallery.
There's that shipyard you need for the sailor guy. 1 dude coming your way.
1 labor. I cannot do anything with 1 labor.
No. No.
Okay.
It passed.
All right, draw up. So 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, Jimmy.
All right.
Discard and draw.
Just gonna roll. Anything? You have 5. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You got past my hand.
Groo goes to the left.
Okay, the shipyard's destroyed.
Bye bye, shipyard. Ta-ta.
Thanks, shipyard.
All right, we have 3 labor, 2 Groo heads, 1 supply.
Adding any add or subtract from your.
I could
buildings?
discard the end to re-roll them. I don't think I'll be doing that.
Throwaway point. For,
Sometimes if you have to have stuff in your hand, you just go for it.
So we will use a
Or you
labor and a
only have
supply.
the end and you need to build something. You just can't build anything.
Yeah,
it's still worth the point.
you could build the armory. But if you only had the end, you might.
Yeah.
If it was early.
Love it if you love it.
Sometimes, or that's actually probably more useful if you if you need to hit someone with Groo heads or something like that. You can
Yeah.
roll no Groo heads.
Since I had one army unit out, I still can't get any. So we're going to use a Groo head to make this world a safer place. And army training. Remove all troop cards requiring labor at Groo's current location.
Yay!
I've never seen so many just scoop up like 3 or 4 cards from not just me. Everybody's had a moment where they've just been like, whoop.
How many points you at there, Jimmy?
4.
A lot.
And he's still building.
No, I'm passing now.
2 labor and a Groo head? What a deal, Hunter. 2 labor and a Groo head.
Groo, we're gonna use Groo to move it to Jimmy. And do nothing with the 2 labor. So that's great. Cool, thanks, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
No, shut up. That was sarcastic.
All right. We will go ahead and draw 4 and 5
Some cards come out of the deck when you reshuffle, don't they?
and go. I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Maybe that was the old version or something, but
Man, that would make for... Let me see if I want to discard it. Couple. Keep that.
man, remember when Randy was winning and then
Yeah.
Jimmy nuked him?
I'm going to get rid of
That
one.
feels like a year
one
ago
pike,
because how
Can I
many
get a
you
card?
Yeah, so when you run out of cards to draw, you reshuffle and play again. If you run out of cards again, you reshuffle once more. But then the current player completes their turn, the other player takes a turn, and then
Okay.
Gotcha. So it just says, hey,
yeah, you only get twice through the deck.
you lot aren't doing what you need to do. So, regardless, the game is almost half over.
That's a lot of labor.
Going left, Jimmy. Could I have the...
You may have the Groove.
What a great deal.
4 labor and a Copens.
4 labor and a Copen. Not what I wanted.
I accept. Frankly, I accept
Nobody else has troops.
your offer of peace. That you kind of have to have because all you have is a 0/0, dude.
I'm going to spend a main gate, a gold, to make the main gate. This says, if the Great Wall is also in your town, you are not affected by Groo effect cards.
That's a real.
Which
That
I-
one in the orphanage.
Which I don't have the Great Wall, so it's worth a point. And then I will send 4 labor your way.
Okay.
Okay, I will spend 3 of the labor to build a temple.
Love to. When you roll the dice, double all labor results. Extra labor is not passed on.
And I'm passing 1 labor.
And I'll send it right on back.
What a deal.
Cool.
May I have a card, please?
You have 1 card. Discard the Wanderer, and I'm drawing 3.
Well, I have 3 points, by the way.
I'm at 3 as well. So I can, when I roll, I can change. I don't have any armies to send. When I roll, I can change any dice to 1 of my result, and I double labor.
Move to the right, Jimmy.
2 Groo heads, 2 Copens, labor, and a supply. So we're going to change a Groo head to a labor. I'm going to spend Copens on a Great Wall, Copens on a Blacksmith, labor on a Footman,
Look at this.
labor and supply on a Cavalry.
He's just going.
And Jimmy's got 1 Groo head.
1 Groove head. No, the Groove in my town.
Yes.
How many points did that put you at, Hunter?
That puts me at a measly 5.
A measly.
A measly,
Everyone's
almost, a measly, almost,
Measly the lead.
almost pointless amount of points. Who's keeping track? There's.
We all are.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
keeping track.
we doubled labor results. I'm sorry, but extras aren't passed on, so whatever. Still get your head.
Okay.
Change. Yeah.
The question, Chad, is wait till someone's for sure a threat Or just target Hunter now.
There's not a. That's not.
Or Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Or
You should.
the guy in last place or the guy in first place. But I guess we could choose the guy in last place.
I feel like,
Yeah,
but it's like Mario. It's like Mario Party. The guy in last place, it's always prediction, and then he ends up coming back. You gotta hit him now.
So
Wow.
what the thing is that you use the blue turtle shell.
But like the one that hits the guy in last place.
Sounds exactly like
Because
something
they made
first
one of
place
those.
would
They
say.
absolutely they did.
It's really what you need to do. That keeps the game. Uh-oh, Hunter. I think I hear it. Something coming for you.
No, I don't think so. I really
Chugga,
wish
chugga,
it wasn't.
chugga, chugga.
If you nuke my board again, if you
Now look, if you flip the table, you have to make sure it pivots this way because it can't hit the camera.
okay, don't worry, I'll make sure it lands on top of you.
Okay.
How terrible would it be to have that kind of a player to stream the game?
I guess
They're
we're
like,
gonna find out, Randy. What do you got?
I got no encouragement from chat, so we're gonna just pass it.
See, there we go. That's what we like to hear. Chat wants me to win. I think
What? No, they don't.
historically, you know,
I didn't hear that in chat either.
I heard
Yeah,
that.
no,
I heard that in chat. I remember that somewhere they said that.
Are we still online? If we go offline again, is that why chat didn't say to murder you?
Oh,
No,
into
we're
my
still
turn.
online.
Drawing back up.
That seems weird.
That
chat
seems
didn't
weird. The
say
chat
murder.
didn't want you dead.
It seems
Go ahead.
seems odd.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
we will go ahead and roll.
Interesting.
You have no army.
Interesting.
Groo goes to the right.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't like where Groo has wandered.
Seems good. Seems right there is a
A
decent
Groo
spot.
head, 2 supplies, a Copen, and
two
a liver,
tokens, right?
And
Yeah.
Okay, is that roll or miss?
Yeah, it was one.
Okay.
No,
Uh,
it's an extra die that we threw out
any-
there.
So you're like, I'm gonna take one.
Do you have any additions or subtractions from your buildings?
I do not.
It's a decoy die that we throw out there.
So I can.
This
use
has been the most aggressive game of Groo I think I've ever played.
Yes.
we played some pretty aggressive
these
ones.
supplies now are for another armory.
We've had those Munchkin ones where it's like, oh, some of the elite will hit them, and it happens like twice,
It's-
3 times.
and
This
the-
game has been just like, oh, just
Supply for a guard tower.
What do we have
Oh.
here? 6?
It's
oh,
2 guard towers, 2 armories.
everyone's looking over here,
If
looking at the wrong side.
if
Of
I
the
had any
table.
troops, they'd be very well equipped.
Send your captain down.
Well, you
That
laugh,
is-
but if I happen to find a shipyard, if
That
there's
is-
6
that
of
is
them in
sick.
there.
Yeah, it is 6. That's right. Groo head.
There's a Groo head and 2 Copens.
Mm.
Hunter's pretty close.
No, what? Shut up. Shut up. No, I'm not. I'm at what? 5? That's like 3 away. That's like in terms of Groo points, like a mile.
In Groo years, that's
In Groo
4.
years, that's 4 away. Anything else?
We'll pass this to Randy.
Oh, sweet, Hunter.
Oh, sweet. Hunter. I'm gonna, man, I want to play one of these, but I'm not. I'm gonna play the safe one. 2 Copens for a park, which I can discard to cancel 1 Groo effect.
Ooh.
Which will, I need the other one for points, but I need this one to save my butt in about 10 seconds when I know what's gonna happen to me.
10 seconds is a whole minute in Groo minutes.
Shut up. How many cards you drawing?
I will draw 2 cards.
1 and 2.
Coming down to the dregs of this deck.
Yeah, I don't know if we have another. I don't know all the events, like the amounts of each of them, so I'm curious. I don't think
Captain
there's any
Ahax isn't going anywhere.
more. Shocking.
So,
Well, if you're captain, you have no boats, so by definition, he's not going anywhere.
Groo heads to the right.
I like that. Big fan.
3 labor, a Copen, and 2 supply.
Just pass me something good.
Really not interested in passing you something good. 2 supply
Okay.
to build a pawn shop. Pawn shop says when you roll the dice, you may change 2 identical results into 1 different result of your choice, which is just fine. I would like Copen and a labor here. Let's put up a pikeman.
Okay.
And then we have 2 labor.
New labor. I
You
wanted
build
to
a
do
building?
that Copen so bad.
I can build a residence.
Oh no, did he win?
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just 7.
Okay, if you had a residence, you would have won.
If I had another residence,
That's why I was curious. Oh my gosh.
I get
gosh.
2 cards, one at a time. 1, 2. That's true.
What
Honor.
discard? Draw 2.
All right. I think you should. Before
Attacking.
you roll,
I'm gonna attack Jimmy for 2.
What?
do you have anything that changes stuff?
I do. I've got I can change any result to 1 and I double any labor.
So nothing that's changing the combat.
I guess we will take a
2's coming at you.
guard tower and armory so that we still have a guard tower and an armory.
Thanks. Thanks for the heads up.
My redundancies, they're gone.
The redundancies to my redundancy.
Man, we'd had 1 troop
If
there.
I had 1 troop, I'd be awesome.
Groo.
What?
Got 2 Copens, 4 labor, a Groo head, and you know what? Just to take away.
You know what?
Oh no! What was that? Just to take away any hope.
Roberto says Groo moves over here.
Is that what he does? Just moves it
Yeah,
anywhere?
move to any town.
Well, I'm gonna also change this to a supply. There are no Groo heads in the pool.
You can change 1.
I can change
Single.
1 to any result of my choice.
That's pretty good.
It is. It is pretty good. You know, I thought so too. I'm gonna spend a Copens for a customs house.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna spend a Copens and 2 supplies for an auction house.
10.
I'll put these up here. And then you get 2 labor. Extra
2
topaz.
labor.
I'll lean back in my 10 victory point house. There's no Groo heads on the table. I've got a thing that cancels Groo effect cards.
Groo's Revenge. Discard at any time to get 2 Groo hits.
I like it.
Okay, okay, that sounds cool.
So 2 Groo heads.
Yeah, Groo.
Oh, sorry. These are.
They're technically not in the pool, but they're in the pool.
They're.
Yeah, it's just to represent
Jimmy,
their-
It doesn't say
Jimmy,
they
I'm
don't
just
pass
leaning.
on.
I'm just
That's
leaning
not
back. No, it's. I don't think they pass. Do they?
It doesn't say they
Okay,
don't.
fine. However you want to play it.
Well, we'd really
I'm
like
still casually
for you to
leaning back,
lose.
and I'm super relaxed about it. And I don't care anymore, Jimmy.
And we're going to pass this turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm gonna spend a
Please
Groo
don't.
head
Please don't.
to move all troop cards requiring Copens at Groo's current location.
Cool. Good. Successful.
It's effective. I have 2. No.
If
Woo!
you had
You
left,
got to draw.
if you had left the
you're
Groo
right.
head,
Are you
if
kidding
I
me?
had 3.
Ready? I'm about to make you do the most annoying thing. Oh no, there's 2 cards left. We're good. No events left.
I should have played it earlier.
I got robbed.
What'd you do?
So the combo I was sitting on was Roberto to move Groo, Groo's Revenge to get 2 Groo heads, and a 3 Groo head card to destroy all buildings in the current location.
You're gonna nuke me again.
And I did.
You have 10.
I didn't.
Why would you? Why would it? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? This is why I can't win. You guys are super schemers when it's against me.
No,
I didn't
he
want
was
to wipe this
thinking-
board for the 3rd time.
I do. That was
I
funny.
would have. You should have wiped it.
Um,
I would have canceled it at a park.
No, that was before you hit the park.
Yeah, you should. You pretty much. I got the park and it canceled. It made that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you waited. It wasn't that he didn't. No, okay. It wasn't that he didn't want to nuke my board. I think it was that he wanted to nuke it when I was winning.
Well,
is what happened. And then I got the park.
A, Chad didn't say anything, so partly on you guys.
That's
but,
true.
But B, had I wiped your board and Randy had like 2 points, and I was sitting here with like 5 and no defenses, so
you never had
I wanted-
defenses the whole game.
Yeah, but everything would have been pointed at me, and I wanted a couple more turns to be pointed at Hunter.
You were gonna.
You got it.
I did.
Success.
That park came in. So at the time I had the park and the customs house for 2 points to put me at 7, or the park puts me at 6 with like protection. I was like, no, we need the whole park there just in
I
case.
couldn't.
Based on how savage the game has been, it was like I need the
yeah.
park. The park is necessary, and the park was necessary. It ended up winning me the game. So folks, that is Groo. Like we mentioned before, it is available on BackerKit right now. You can pre-order it there. That'll ship out with our Kickstarter backers and all that stuff. So thanks for all that support, and get Groo. It's an awesome game. This game is so much fun. It's a blast.
This is Kit. Paul, did I say Jimmy? I meant Hunter. Yeah, that's it.
Good bet. Good. I love that. I love that bet. That's how I bet as well.
Can't
Whenever I go to the tracks, you kind of like bet on horse, but I meant the other
I
horse.
like to do it in roulette. After the ball stops, I like to push my
Black 21. I meant the other
casinos
one.
hate it, but
Casinos hate this one little trick to
did
cheat.
I say black? I meant whatever one.
Yeah, I meant the other thing.
Darren says can't wait to play. Lots of fun. Thanks,
It's a
guys. Thank you,
blast.
Darren. Thank you for dropping by, Darren.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've had a lot of really cool releases this year. Groo, we got Wiz War that just dropped at Gen Con.
A lot of so this year has been a lot of no, you take that.
Shocking that we make games where you want to attack people for fun and profit, but we do. I know it's different. It's a little bit out of our wheelhouse, but hey, you know what?
Whoa!
We're trying new things. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it was a blast. Thank you guys for playing. Really appreciate you coming in and doing
I think
that.
we have new things next week potentially.
Yep, we'll have
Do
some
we?
new stuff to talk about, and probably gonna be playing that one on stream. That's exciting. I believe that launches next week. Tabloids. If you haven't checked that out, give that a follow on Kickstarter. The page is up. It is a new word game, party game type thing.
Yeah.
It's easy to learn. I say word game because you're making headlines. Essentially, you make headlines for a tabloid. So like Bigfoot goes to moon with president or something like that, and everyone makes their own headline, and then everyone judges which they think's the funniest headline or what they think's the best headline or the most creative, and then you pretty much are making a tabloid newspaper.
We'll be talking about it a lot next week.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get to play that also on stream. That'll be a lot of fun. We're really excited about that. And that one, there's no take that. It's just fun. It's just fun. No one's blowing up towns. No one's blowing up headlines.
Well, unless the headlines say
Unless
Blowing up town.
Godzilla blows up
Godzilla
small
blows
town.
up small town. Then yeah, you're right. Groo. We need to put the word Groo in there. Groo.
Misguided.
Misguided Groo stops Ronald Reagan. But that is going to be on Kickstarter soon. You can click notify me on the campaign and get an alert when that goes live. Also, you can follow our social media, stuff like that. We'll be sharing on there. And we'll be playing that on Twitch as soon as we can. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I think that's all we've got this week. But we'll see you next week on SJGames Live.
Later, folks.